Do you like the stupid name of GHOSTWATCH2016?
I mean, that sounds like a hashtag,
It's
but
the best. I think the best name.
hashtag GHOSTWATCH2016.
Yeah.
2K16.
2K16?
Hashtag GHOSTWATCH2K16. Oh, we're talking about for this?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
I don't know if it's 2K16.
Oh, no, I don't know. Whatever.
GHOSTWATCH 2016.
2016, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just talking about hashtags. I didn't think
But,
we were
I
actually
mean-
naming this.
2K16 and 2016 are the same number of characters.
It's true.
All right.
Whatever you want. Do what's in your heart.
Here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Kate. That's me.
You're Kate.
I'm Heather. That's also me.
Solid.
I'm Coriander.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, my name's long.
So
All
many
right.
syllables.
I'm Catriona.
Well then, moving
Nice to
on.
meet
I
you.
can't lengthen my name, guys. This is not fair.
So to give you a little bit of context, Kate, we just watched Kamen Rider Ghost.
We sure did.
So Kamen Rider started in the 70s. It's based on a manga from a sci-fi publication.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm learning so much too.
Is that a loose term?
No.
Okay.
No, it was in like a thing that was in print. It was a manga. Then they made a series that aired in the Showa era. At the end of the 80s, they stopped doing TV series and they did some movies instead. And then it kind of got a reboot in 2000.
And that's when this one came out.
No.
Oh.
And then from 2000 to about 2009 is known as kind of the Heisei era. And that ended with a series called Kamen Rider Decade. So now we're in the post-decade era.
Yep.
This is the series that is airing now in 2016.
Oh, this is current.
This is current.
Oh, snap.
So this is the most recent series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
The Kamen Rider is the masked rider. Basically, he's a superhero that has a mask and an alternate identity.
Right.
And
As most superheroes do.
and rides a motorbike.
Well,
I don't know where this motorbike came from, but Kamen Rider typically has a
we'll talk
motorbike.
about that.
So it started off with just a ghost summoning, as you mentioned.
yeah. So there was some imagery on the ground. Was it like an eyedropper or something?
It was an eyedropper.
It was an eyedropper with blue liquid. And then these two creatures appeared.
Ghosts.
I mean,
Or actually, I think they might be Ganma.
Yeah.
Ganma, I think, was the correct term for it.
Ganma was what they were called at
Yeah.
one point.
And that the eye imagery showed up a lot in the episode.
Did
I
you
sense a theme.
did you understand what was going on with the eye imagery though? Did you
Not
see the other image that's within the eye?
not especially.
I don't think I saw the other image that's within the eye.
There were notes
ghost?
taken.
Is there
The-
ghost
this-
in the eye?
Yeah, there's essentially like a fire around.
Oh,
the
is there
eye,
a little
like,
spirit thing?
It's a spirit.
Okay, so
Interesting.
So
so
that shows up.
spirit eye, ghost
Yeah,
eye. You
it's
can
a
see
spirit eye.
ghosts.
Oh,
Like I know you're not super familiar with anime and
No.
stuff, but that is essentially the kind of drawing you see when a spirit is on something,
okay, that makes a lot more sense to me now.
which is probably why it's part of the logo.
So from there, we moved into a flashback.
Another flashback.
Another flashback.
Actually, we don't know if the first one was a flashback or if the first one was just current setup and then there was a flashback. Because
I feel like current setup, and then it was a flashback.
I think it was Takeru.
Takiru.
Takaru.
Takaru.
Takeru.
Taco time.
He was sleeping, so I think it was potentially his dream.
Potentially a dream, yeah. But it was a dream or a flashback with his father dying on like a cliff.
Yeah.
And it, from what
Very
I
tragic.
gathered, it was very tragic, and he had blood and stuff on him, and it was basically like, you need to avenge me.
I think it was like, you need to follow in my footsteps
Yeah.
and complete what
you,
I was
you,
doing.
You need to
Right.
carry on the tradition. Maybe you need to become a hero.
Of course. And then he passed him like a necklace.
Yeah, it's a sword guard
Right.
from Katana.
Of course.
So it's the thing that they kind of slot the handle and the blade.
Yes.
So it
yes.
stops
Okay.
Okay.
stops other swords from slashing your hands.
Oh, that's very smart. So that was on his neck, and he passed it to the
Takeru.
Takiru.
Ta.
Passed it to the main
Okay.
character.
Ru.
Yeah, you can keep calling him Taco Time. I think that's fine.
Taco time.
Passed him to Taco Time.
All right, taco time.
And then it comes back into present.
And taco time is in his basement ghost laboratory hideaway.
It was
room,
kind of a
bedroom.
weird half science lab, half temple.
It's inside a temple.
It's in the basement of a temple.
That's really weird.
In the end of the episode, it's revealed that it was his father's
Lab.
research lab.
Yeah.
So that made a lot more sense. But there's like a pond.
It's a little water feature
There's
and a giant rock with an eye on it.
with lily pads.
There's a temple you go into. The last thing I expect is a lab.
Yeah.
But there's a weird mix of science versus spirits going on as well.
Absolutely. I mean, he's fighting ghosts on a motorcycle.
Yeah, as you do.
At least he's not playing card games.
Okay, so then his friend Akari shows up, desperately hunting for him in the temple, and she runs into two side characters and potentially best friend character, other male
Or
best friend,
mentor or something.
priest man.
Yeah, with the robe.
There's definitely the monk.
Yeah.
Priest was certainly a character we're going to see again. The other one just seemed like a student.
Well, there's like two guys and then priest guy, and I think the other two guys might be like the comedy duo that are inept, and then we've got Akari and Onari, which might be the two friend people that he joins up with later.
Mm-hmm.
And Akari is frantic at this point.
Oh yeah,
Running around looking for Taco Time.
yeah.
Can't find him.
it's just like here.
Yeah, never mind. Taco Time.
Turns out, I'm pretty sure Taco Time was just sleeping.
Yeah.
In his room.
Yeah,
Totally.
having that dream.
Yeah, having that dream.
Dreamed about his father dying.
Totally reasonable place for him to be.
She's mad at him for missing her birthday party.
Yeah. She
Her
was really
very-
upset.
Her very science birthday party.
Oh yeah, it was at
She
like
wanted to go to a
physics
nuclear
museum.
museum.
Oh yeah, it was a nuclear museum, and she's like, "I have these tickets. You didn't show up."
She's only got 2 tickets.
She only had 2 tickets.
She only invited him.
Yeah, she's only got the one friend.
Hey, that's more than I have. So
She also keeps a torch and a bottle of oxygen in her bag. I
yeah,
think.
my notes here were all caps not safe.
Yeah.
That's a workplace hazard if I've ever seen one.
I was busy writing down that she was into science, and then I looked up and there was a torch, and I didn't know where it came from. I didn't know if that was explained, so...
Yeah,
Not
he was
really.
talking about combustion and spirit and fire and stuff, and
And
she was
she's
like,
like,
the only
"Hey."
way to do fire is to have a source and ignition, and so
Seems
that's why
legit.
she had a bottle of oxygen on her person
And a blowtorch.
and a blowtorch.
On. So good for her. Then I think that's the first time we saw like an info bubble and the show's mascot,
Yeah,
which
Yes.
is essentially a small little orange ghost with a white hood, and his face is just an eyeball
with
But
a mouth,
You can see
with
that
a
it's
tiny mouth.
a little
the-
tiny
and
mouth
the
with
pink
teeth.
cheeks.
that his head looks a lot like the logo
Yes.
and essentially spirit thing.
And his name is
Yeah.
Urus, and he has a cape.
He has a
Yes,
cute
he's
little
got a
cape.
cape. He's very cute.
I'm assuming it's a he.
They.
They. It. Tiny puppet.
It's definitely a puppet.
Yeah.
The arm holding the puppet is lovingly green screened out.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was good. That was really good. Some interesting ghost puppet movements there.
Yeah, so the info bubble was about Musashi,
Yes.
who's what Takaru was reading about, because he's obsessed with heroes.
And his father wanted him to become a hero.
There was like an emergency happening in a place, and we saw a scene where a car was cut in half.
Right, yeah, that
was
was
just, like,
intense.
A very expensive 3-second shot.
Yeah.
And why? I mean, I don't know.
When, was it Akari is the science girl?
Yeah.
They go outside and she's arguing with the monk or the priest about whether or not ghosts exist. And then
She's
the
Dana
mailman,
Scully, and she will only believe hard facts and
Hard
science.
science.
the mailman runs in, and we just saw a scene of him getting his bicycle sliced in half and it's floating in the air.
Right.
But he runs in, and because he was the one on the bike, and he's freaking out.
And then he's got a
about-
package.
Yeah, he has a
And then
package.
in the midst of his screaming and saying, "You need to help me. You won't believe what just happened. Oh, wait a minute. I have this package for you from your dead father." So I think still better
Well,
service.
no, I'm just going to leave now. Goodbye.
Still better service than UPS.
Oh, yeah.
So
Definitely.
good on him. But he passes this package over, and it has a note from Taco Time's dead dad. And inside is an icon.
It's a little, like,
It's like a little
ball thing.
Sphere
yeah.
ball
It
thing.
electrocutes Taco Time.
to the point where he falls over,
And then he can suddenly see ghosts.
And then he can
Even
see
though
ghosts.
he had stupid fun training times with hand signs and straining yourself.
Yep.
But he could not see ghosts previously, and now he's just touched the electric eyeball and gained the power to see ghosts.
And then he gets in a fight with ghosts.
Because they want the icon.
Because they want the
Yeah.
icon.
It's very important all of a sudden.
Yeah, and we find the reasoning out for that later. But he fights the ghosts with his necklace. He
Yeah.
uses that. Does he use that? I can't
And
remember.
he doesn't really use it.
No,
He
he
holds
has
onto it.
Yeah.
He has it. He runs away from them essentially at first. And then because they're following him because he has a thing that they want, he then realizes, oh, hey, I can see them. I could probably fight them, and tries to swing
The staff.
the
priest's
staff, right?
Because it's got the rings on the top.
Yeah, around at them, and one of them slices him in half. Not really, but
But they don't really show any gore
No.
because
I mean, it is a kid show.
daytime TV.
Friday afternoon.
But
But they put a little bit of blood near his
Just
yeah,
a tiny
they make him bleed.
Yeah.
It cuts off the braid of the necklace, so the necklace falls off,
Right.
and then he falls over.
Yeah.
And then he dead.
Yeah,
But first he has this really big motivational speech about believing in yourself and how he needs to believe in himself.
And then he dies.
And then he died.
and that's how heroes work in Japan, Kate. They're very much self-belief. Everything works out. From what I've seen.
Yeah, like you believe in yourself, heart of the cards, power of friendship, and then you get that inner
Burning spirit.
shonen thing, and then you win. You don't die on
I
the
mean,
ground.
that's good to teach kids.
Yeah, but then he like appears under a waterfall.
But he first has another flashback to his dad.
Well, his dad then explains to him that he has to become a hero,
Yes.
and then
Open his mind's eye.
and then when he becomes a hero, then his mind's eye will open,
And then he wakes up in this lake
and then he wakes up in the lake
Yes.
under a waterfall. And
Yeah.
he's like, what's going on?
because he can see his friends mourning him in front of him in the sky in a giant sky puddle.
Yeah. Sky Puddle's a
And
good
the two
description
ghosts
of
are
that.
standing there, just waiting, hanging out. Like the icon's right there in his little shirt. They're just like, oh, we'll leave these people.
We can deal with this later.
Monk friend is hanging onto his leg, and girlfriend is cradling his head in her lap.
It's all very interesting.
Yeah. So you know he's dead because you can see his friends.
Yeah.
Clearly has to be dead.
Obviously dead. And then someone appears.
The sage.
As if from nowhere.
Well, I mean, he was just up on that cliff.
It's
The sun was there. It was really hard to see.
they're both dead probably. So I don't know if being somewhere and not being somewhere it has the same kind of thing as the living world.
We don't know if the sage is dead or if he's just like spiritually enlightened.
Oh, that's true.
Right? We don't.
So
like,
he could be all Avatar on this. He could just be popping in and out of the spirit world.
Interesting. I did like his outfit, which included various layers of robes.
Yeah.
In gold and red.
lot of hair.
Lots of hair, big white beard, long white hair, little, I think, gold headband or something.
Yeah.
He looked like he belonged in a Vegas show. I would pay to see that show.
He gives the exposition dump to Taco Time, telling
Correct.
him that, oh, the evil Ganma want the icons, and you can become a hero to fight them.
Yeah,
Do you want to do that?
It's your fate to do this.
Yeah.
and then you can resurrect yourself. You can come back to life.
So he says he needs 15 icons.
Because
Yes.
they're the souls of legendary heroes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you get 15 of them,
You can do anything.
you can do anything, including come back to life.
Including restoring your life. And he's a ghost, so I think he's pretty jazzed on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like, I'm dead now. The thing I would like most is to come back to life.
But he's all sad because he's like, but I'm already dead. I can't go do these things.
Yeah, how do I fight these guys that I was sucking at fighting?
And then Sage is like, well, you obviously become a
Kamen Rider Ghost. You have to become
Ghost Rider.
Kamen Rider Ghost.
And then you can face them again.
Yes, and then who shows up again?
The mascot.
Puppet.
The ghost mascot.
Yurusen?
Yurusen, yeah.
Yeah,
Yurusen mascot.
Yeah, Yurusen.
I think they chat for a bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It kind of mocks him.
Slightly, yeah.
Seems like
But-
that kind of mascot.
He gives him a belt.
Well, like he holds his
Okay.
hand out, and then there's like a flash of light, and the
And
belt
then-
appears, and the belt blinks.
The ugliest, imagine the ugliest fanny pack ever, but like made of plastic.
Yep.
with a little slot in it, especially for icons, and a handle on the side.
A
Well, you have to-
ripcord.
you have
Oh, it's essentially a ripcord.
Essentially a ripcord.
It's more like a cassette player, and you have to like fold the
Yeah.
slot open
Imagine-
and then put the icon in and then pull it back.
Imagine an oversized plastic
Walkman.
strapped to your belt area, your belt region.
It's a bluish plastic that looks like it would probably glow in the dark.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It probably
better.
glows in
Yeah,
the dark.
better.
It probably. Oh, we'll probably see that in later episodes. We'll keep you posted on if it glows in the dark. I bet it does.
Oh, more than certainly. I mean, it blinked. It could probably
It
glow in
did.
the
It
dark.
lit up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, so then he pops back into the world just about the time that the evil ghost people are about to attack his friends, and his body disappears in a UFO light of some kind.
Yeah. He becomes very
he becomes
enlightened.
sparkles,
Yeah, Akari and Onari are very confused.
and then Onari runs off and she follows him.
And then in my notes, I just have the word "what" in all caps.
So that's probably the part where either he starts to transform into Kamen Rider Ghost
Which-
by placing or hitting the button on the icon, putting the icon in his belt, closing the case, and
Pulling
pulling
the ripcord.
pulling the switch and then pushing the switch back in. You have to put the
Correct.
switch back in.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a chunk situation.
And
Chunk, chunk.
and he has a catchphrase he has to say.
Yeah, he has a catchphrase. There's
Oh,
going to be
right.
hand movements and gestures.
Yeah.
And now, what was that catchphrase?
Get ready, people.
Get ready, people.
I think there was something before that, but get ready.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go,
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 ghost.
go,
Go, go, go, ghost.
Yeah, it's
Get ready,
actually
people.
kind of not him saying that.
It's
That's part
more
of
just chanting.
It's the henshin sequence
Right.
for this Kamen Rider. And so that music is actually just the theme song of the transformation.
Go, go, go,
The
go.
yelling
Go,
is,
go.
is just
think-
the theme song.
I think as you
Ghost.
get used to some of the stuff that goes on, Kate, you'll start to recognize when the music comes in and means certain things.
Interesting.
So his transformation has a theme song that plays.
And his transformation was pretty cool, actually, because he gets this sort of Tron light suit, black
Yeah.
and orange
Well,
gold
because
situation.
there's that weird ghost that pops out too, as well,
which
right?
is kind of like a mini version of him.
Well, it's
It was like black and orange.
It's a little jacket with a hood.
Yeah, little cloaked friend.
Yeah.
That jumps onto him,
Yeah,
so he gets a coat on top as well.
very cool outfit.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Black and orange is a good mix.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some really good layering with plastic on his chest region with like the eye symbol on his chest underneath like a semi-translucent shield thing.
And then out of nowhere,
It comes out of his belt.
it comes out of the belt.
It comes out of the eye and the
it
belt.
comes out of the eye.
A giant sword just materializes. Exactly that sound. Whoop. And he all of a sudden basically just has like the Buster Sword.
But he really sucks.
He's really not great.
Well, I mean, he's never done this before.
It's his first time. We'll give him a break. However,
He
Fine.
sucks.
I mean, when did he stop sucking? What
They s-
happened?
they start fighting, and then he can fly.
And then he can fly, and then he gets distracted by flying.
I mean, to be honest,
And a little helper friend there is just there to tear him down.
I would be distracted if I started flying too,
Mm-hmm.
I would just do that all the time and give up on coming back to life.
and be like, "All right, I'm out.
I can fly now. The
Yeah.
end. All
Yeah.
dreams have come true.
But-
Series over."
But instead, he pulls that trigger again.
Well, first he gets smacked into a tree
Oh, but then
and
when
learns
he
that he
pulls-
can feel pain even though
He
he
has,
can't
he
die.
has to pull that
He's
trigger a
already
second
dead.
time.
When he pulls that trigger, he initializes something called Omega Drive. And his right calf lights up, and then he viciously kicks somebody in the chest.
And there's fire
Uh,
all around his leg, practically. Like, it's
yes.
all glowy and...
So that's probably his version of the Kamen Rider kick,
Oh, this
which
is the
is
thing.
the normal Kamen Rider finishing move. So Kamen Riders have a special finishing move,
Like wrestlers.
like wrestlers, but it's usually kicking someone.
Okay.
But his was like really super feeble. He just like kind of hopped up and then jumped into him. Like I'm used to like there being a lot of distance to the kick, like just this flaming kick from like out of nowhere.
This was more a 1-inch kick.
This was just like he kind of hopped and then kicked
Just like a quick punt, and was
Yeah.
like, all right.
and then vaporized the enemy.
Yeah, that was one of the two ghosts gone now.
And then the other one runs off and is like, "Come get me, catch me if you can. We're going to the marina."
So he gets a motorcycle out of
We just smash cut
nowhere.
to
Like,
him
he's-
on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
He's still a ghost. I
Yeah.
don't know why he can touch stuff or why he's wearing a helmet.
Right.
But I guess that's for children's safety reasons.
The helmet is
Yeah.
more likely for kids are watching this show safety.
So he's on this amazing motorcycle with a unicorn horn essentially on the front.
That doesn't happen
Mhm.
until he transforms. It transforms the motorbike too.
Awesome.
Yes.
Love that. So he goes up to like a marina or potentially a yacht club where people are lunching. It looks all very civilized. And then things start getting cut in half.
Yeah. Just to establish that they're near the ocean.
And that
And
people
it-
can't see them.
Yeah, and that people can't see them and don't know what's going on.
So he does this spin move with his motorcycle because he's fighting this ghost.
And then the ghost jumps up into the air and lands on a beach.
Like, not even a beach that could have been close by, but actually just a remote beach. With, like, nobody else on it, not near a marina.
I'm going to say that you'll probably see that beach again whenever there's a large-scale fight. Not always that beach. There might be an abandoned warehouse,
Oh.
a rock quarry,
Okay.
maybe a parking lot or a
A
roof,
field.
a field.
Should be
Fields.
a bingo game.
You will probably get used to the I jump in the air and smash cut to a completely different location that doesn't make sense.
Or maybe a location that they've already been to but is still technically a different location based on story reasons.
As an editor, I feel like my brain is going to hurt a lot throughout the series.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be, like, crazy editing shenanigans. There's going to be, like, random flashbacks for no reason. There's going to be flashbacks with slowdown for no reason. There's going to be, like,
Some of the same flashbacks, but now they glow.
they might, like, invert colors or do little swooshy things.
Because why not?
Yeah,
Really?
You gotta fill time somehow.
they're going to slow down stuff, speed up stuff.
I look forward to it.
So then the evil Ganma grabs some, like, icons and then just hucks them on the beach and they become tiny minions.
All dressed in all black with the kind of eye logo on the
Yeah.
front or the back or something like that. And they start attacking Taco Time.
And he sucks.
He's not great. I'll say that much. He's not the best. So they're kind of swarming him a little bit.
Yeah, and you'll have seen that in if you're familiar with like Power Rangers at
Mhm.
all. Any kind of show like this tends to have a type of minion just that is essentially cannon fodder.
Okay.
They're not meant to fight well, but they're kind of just meant to be there for numbers and for lots of cool action fights, kicking.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
the hero isn't always fighting the boss.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's good.
And in this case, they really show, because everyone with a bit of familiarity will know that they suck. They're the lowest tier enemy, and that he can't take them. So he sucks more than the lowest tier enemy.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. All right, that makes a lot of sense. And then he uses what I think we described as priest magic.
Yeah. He takes the hilt,
Yeah, the
the hilt
necklace
guard
thing.
from Musashi. He does a gesture over it, and then
He was told to make a seal.
And he like drew the eye kind of in the air with his hand.
and that apparently, drawing the eye in the air with the hand
Mm-hmm.
synchronized his soul with Musashi's soul.
Yeah, and
then-
so the Musashi's icon pops out.
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess he was supposed to be on the same wavelength as Musashi, and he summoned him.
Yeah.
Is I think what was,
Essentially, I think
going
that's
on?
what happened.
and so he was able to get his icon.
So then he got the power of Musashi, which included a sweet red jacket,
Different outfit. Yeah.
two swords, but also didn't Sage appear in the sky?
Sage appeared in the sky and
In
like
the sky puddle.
and yelled at the enemy, and they all fell over to give him a little bit of time to
Yeah.
do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran distraction.
And then with the two swords, he ripped shit apart.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
now he's cool
he-
and good.
He kind of powered up. He's got more energy, like ability somehow.
Yeah.
Coordination.
He's
All of
he's
the above.
he's synchronized with Musashi, so maybe he's just kind of taking it from him.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
he wrecks that.
Yeah, he does like this big double slash, and then the thing explodes, and a jacket pops off of it and also explodes. And
Yes.
then there's an icon that falls on the ground next to his weapon that disintegrates.
Yes.
Yeah. And it works, like, we were actually told this earlier in the series with that information bubble that popped up, that Musashi was the one who founded whatever kind of school that
With two swords.
with two swords.
Right.
So the fact that he has two swords, we were kind of foreshadowed.
A little bit of foreshadowing there. Correct.
And then the evil man in the black hat and glasses and the terrible teeth that we were shown at the beginning pops up.
You've forgotten a very
I
important
don't know
thing.
if I forgot an important part.
You forgot something very important. The sword that had to make eye contact.
His sword had to make eye contact with his belt.
Yes. And
Yeah,
he had to
that
get
was-
hyped, people.
Oh, yeah. He said that.
He had to say that. He had to get hyped. There were other words, but I didn't have time to write it all down.
The takeaway from that is get hyped, people.
Yeah, so he got like a super powered sword attack.
Yeah. And I was hyped.
But they showed the sword making eye contact with the belt.
Yeah.
It was weird.
That was very strange.
He had just pointed at the hole and there was like a beam.
Sounds like
Yeah.
my first time.
Staring contest between accessories.
So the bad dude is next to apparently another bad dude who is a pretty bad boy with his feather earring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if they said anything to each other.
I think I remember the weird guy in black kind of kneeled before the pretty boy, looked up, showed his amazingly awful teeth to show how evil he was. They made eye contact, and then I think he left.
Yeah, he just left. Well, pretty boy loomed.
And
over
also
taco time.
maybe smiled.
Potentially. Next up, they're home again.
Yeah.
They're back home in the temple. And he appears. Taco Time appears in front of his two friends. And they freak out.
Yeah, and
like,
Kari doesn't believe it because she doesn't believe in ghosts, and so he gets frustrated and leaves to go hide in the basement.
But then he appears and disappears a
And
couple
he
times.
dumps his
He
shoes.
can't seem to control it.
He can't
really.
control because I
It's
think
supposed to be connected to his emotions.
yeah, based on
Mm.
emotion.
Yeah.
So then he ghosts out and runs away back into his weird temple science lab.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, there's this guy in like a mover's outfit.
Yeah, he
Looks
had
kind of like
he
a-
had a all blue outfit with like a blue hat that looked like a moving company outfit, and the logo on the hat is a spirit logo thing.
It was like that little
Insinuating-
ghost friend from the beginning.
Yeah, insinuating some kind of spirit move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's moved into below the loft that Taco
Taco
time.
Taco time.
I don't know why. I can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
But we find out that that's Sage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sage all of a sudden doesn't have a beard and he doesn't have long
He's
hair.
cleaned up. He's gotten
cleaned
modern.
up. He showered and shaved. And now he's wearing he's gotten modern.
Yeah.
He's gotten this little outfit on and he says, "I'm moving in.
Yeah, just moved in.
I'm here now."
Gonna hang out here. You seem cool. My room now.
And then he goes on to explain something not super ideal for Taco Time.
Yeah, that he has 99 days to collect the 15 icons, or he.
Quote, "is dead for realsies."
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's actually almost over for the day, so it's 98 days. Bum,
As he-
bum, bum.
yeah.
As he stares into the fountain with lily pads with the science lab in the background.
Well, I mean, they have to raise the stakes because otherwise it's just like, well, eventually I could get all 15 icons,
Yeah, there's a time limit.
and I'm dead right now, so it's not like I'm gonna age.
Right.
Probably.
And then
I
he
don't know
has-
how ghost aging works.
I don't know how ghosts do. So he has 98 days to hopefully find all remaining.
But
He's already found one, so he just needs 14.
14 icons. So, like, as long as he
Like
gets
one every 3 days.
one per day, he's fine, which will probably not happen.
He doesn't even know how to get them.
He's
That's-
not well trained. He needs some work.
So, did you like it at all?
I'm interested to see what happens next. As someone who has, I'd say, never watched a program like this, I was very confused for a lot of it. I'm open to seeing what happens. Still confused.
I really liked what I saw so far. I'm interested to see what more ghost imagery they put in and template things. I think they're gonna I think that Science Girl Akari is gonna end up contributing somehow with the science in his ghost
She's gonna
stuff.
set stuff on fire.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes. I like it so far. I think I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It seemed a little frantic. Like usually there's a little bit of, I don't know, less of a dump at the beginning, where everything is just like crammed in together. But I don't know. Maybe some of the other series that I haven't seen actually do that. Maybe that's a recent trend where they're
Could
just
be.
like, we got to get to the transformation right off the bat.
It's the first episode,
Yeah.
so maybe they're just like, let's get right into it.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of characters introduced. We've gotten the villains introduced, sort of, and the overarching what I have to do to come back to life.
Yeah, and the general theme of ghost hunting and
Yeah. So what? Next episode will be training,
probably
Probably
trying to
training
figure
and
out-
maybe going for the
pathfinding,
first icon that he wants to go for.
trying to figure out what souls are in the icons.
Interesting.
yeah, he might consult his little history book there
Yeah.
to get another hero, and then maybe, I don't know, try to collect an item, I'm guessing, that
Yeah.
belonged to the hero.
Maybe,
Talking to
yeah.
Sage a lot.
Talking to Sage
His
a
new
lot.
roommate.
Ooh, being mad at Sage because we don't know how they are as roommates yet.
Well, Sage is super vague, which he probably doesn't like.
And also just moved in without even asking.
And we'll find out if other people can see Sage.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good point. I had not thought
Oh,
of that.
and Sage is going to end up messing with Akari, probably, because she'll be around science lab.
And she doesn't
he'll
believe in
probably
ghosts.
also mess with Onari.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he's super, I don't know, uptight.
Like, he wants to see ghosts. Like, the whole thing of, oh, I know there are ghosts here because Taco Time can see them. I need to train harder, clearly. Train hard to become like Taco Time.
I think that's good. That's the whole thing.
That's
Cool.
That's the first episode.
Get hyped for GHOSTWATCH2016, people.
Ghostwatch, hashtag Ghostwatch2016,
Hashtag get hyped.
hashtag get hyped, hashtag go go go.
Hashtag, are you ready for this? People, I can't remember what the other one was.
Get hyped, people.
Hashtag make the sword eye contact with your belt.
Hashtag does it glow in the dark?
Ooh.
Hashtag how much money can you spend on all our merchandise?
I don't know if I want an icon.
I don't want an icon.
It reminded me of Wheatley from Portal 2.
Oh, like a core?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I-
kind of what it looked
I
like.
certainly don't want that belt,
No.
which will totally be part of the merchandise kit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Unless it was like a multi-function, like utility belt situation.
Nope. No, it will literally be the giant plastic thing. It will be made for a child's waist, so it probably won't fit most of us either.
No. No, no, no.
Now I'm sad.
You wanted the belt?
No.
Do you want to fight for the belt?
No.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
A present?
The belt.
Oh. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
We'll talk to you next time.